magical time of year when the Great Wall of China and my apartment are the only two man-made structures visible from space. I must say, I'm really excited.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Feel, don't think.
Fear is my ally.
The Force will be with you.
We are encouraged to love. Be mindful of your thoughts.
I will not betray the Republic.
Hey, Your Worship, I'm only trying to help.
Scruffy-looking nerf herder.
I'm not afraid.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
So I was listening to Sci-Fi for Me, Jason Hunt's channel. Cameron was on, and they were talking about Skeleton Crew and other things about woke Hollywood and stuff. Very interesting discussion. And as Cameron was leaving, Deadline Hollywood posted an article saying Kathleen Kennedy would receive the Cinematographers Association's Governor's Award, which is something that we'd been looking for her. Some things like this, it's a Lifetime Achievement Award, something that we expected her to be given on the way out the door at Lucasfilm. Why is this a big deal? Because people get these towards the ends of their careers or towards the end of a whatever. Now, Harrison Ford got one, but he's still acting. He's going to be 83 next July. Doing a really great job in both Yellowstone spinoff 1923 and Shrinking. And, so he's still working. Spielberg is. But this feels different. If you remember, Kennedy was told to start saying goodbye to people, and Star Wars Celebration was going to be her swan song. And she ignored what Iger told her she had to do. And instead, she introduced the fake Rey movie and the Trashulite, undermining Ahsoka. What she did was basically undermine John and Dave, and she's done that constantly. If you've noticed, she has not done anything to hurt Skeleton Crew. There's not been any undermining. It's a very good show. This was taken, I think, at some gathering, maybe even the premiere Skeleton Crew. John and Dave look kind of like whatever, and she looks like she's frozen, planted there. Not a happy picture, not a happy woman. But let's talk about some of the past issues with her and what really happened last summer.
This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen. With the dark shadow of the Empire rising to take their place. This message is a warning and a reminder for any surviving Jedi. Trust in the Force. Do not return to the temple. That time has passed. And our future is uncertain. We will each be challenged. Our trust, our faith, our friendships. But we must persevere. And in time, a new hope will emerge. May the Force be with you, always.
So last year, before Star Wars Celebration in April in England, we were told that Kennedy was told she was leaving and that they were going to start giving her her Viking funeral. This is a Viking funeral depiction here. She was going to be celebrated at Star Wars Celebration, and she looked around and said, from what we were told, they'll know I'm leaving. And I assume Iger said, we know that because you are. Kennedy has resisted it. As we know, instead of doing what she was asked to do, she brought up a Daisy Ridley's Rey movie that's not going to happen and shoved The Acolyte down people's throats. All right, The Acolyte might have hurt the franchise, but it wouldn't hurt the franchise nearly as much as, let's say, a Rey movie. So there's that. So we've got this going on, and we all know that Dial of Destiny was an absolute failure. 250 million lost, or maybe more. We know more about how badly mismanaged The Acolyte's finances were. At least the money spent in Britain. It was, from what I gathered, was the most expensive Star Wars TV show to date, I think. And when you just look at the stills, you know that the money wasn't on the screen. Okay, so, Kennedy has Dial of Destiny fail. The Star Wars Hotel is gone. That was her baby. Willow has been lifted off of Disney Plus and canceled. Warwick Davis was complaining about Disney being trying to defend shareholders. And it's like, yeah, they were. The show sucked. Okay? You deserved better, Warwick. Come on, man. Okay. Bob Iger, obviously, in July of last year had enough. So he sat the Nazgul, the 5 lawyers and execs from up from Burbank, led by the Witch King of Burbank, and they basically kicked Kennedy off the network, the Lucasfilm net, and rifled through all the email. Okay. Now, we have other things. Leslie Headland was deposed in the Karen McCarthy lawsuit, which could very well embarrass Lucasfilm and Disney. We haven't really heard anything about Discovery, though, in the Gina Carano thing, but that is going to happen. Okay, so now we've got this Viking funeral thing, this Cinematographers Association Governor's Award. Harrison Ford got one, I think George Lucas got one, Spielberg got one, etc. Okay, so she's, getting her, accolades out there. If Cameron is right, and I know he is, Sparrow told him last year before Star Wars Celebration that Kathleen was given the opportunity to have a Viking funeral and to walk out, goodbye, everybody, because Dial of Destiny was supposed to be her swan song, and she wouldn't go. Why? Because it sucked. She wanted to go out and win. Here's your win, now leave. Okay, that's what's going on here, all right? And that's what I think this Governor's Award is her getting accolades. And again, if Chris Gore is right, she's gonna leave probably, when are the Oscars? In February? And February is the first month of the second quarter. Look for February or March. I would say I'm just off the top of my head. That's my speculation. But this is kind of a BFD, period. And why don't you guys be aware of it? I will leave a link to the Deadline article about it in the description and a link to Cameron's Patreon. Please join us there in the discussion. It's well worth the money. So, the train keeps on moving. This is Steph signing out. I'll see you around the galaxy.